Hi everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. My name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan, and welcome honey to the Ellis Home and Garden Facebook page, and welcome guys from Fads and Frames. I am streaming 2 videos today, one with you guys at Fads, one with you guys at Ellis. Dina's gone on vacation. See if I forgive her, honey. Anyway, she's gone on vacation, so I thought I would try this out today, see how we do. I can meet some new people. So, honey, as you guys come into the video, no matter where you are in the world, make sure that you leave a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from. And honey, any questions or comments that you guys have throughout today's video, make sure y'all drop those down below as well. Hi, Emily Martin. It's good to see you, girl. Good morning. So, guys, honey, it is Christmas in July in full swing. Not only here at Ellis, but in my house as well. And y'all know, I eat, breathe, and sleep Christmas. And I'm so excited to be sharing some bow techniques with you guys today, as long as showcasing some of the new fabulous ribbon that we have to offer here. Oh my God. So we're going to be doing some Christmas bows. I might mix in some fall bows, but that brings me to our item of the week, which is all Christmas ribbon is 40% off. Girl, did that say 40% off? I love sales. So we're going to work on that. Let me see if I can get this to work right here. Okay, let's see. Hi, Kim. Hey, Penny. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Carla. Hope you ladies are having a wonderful day. Hey, Michelle from Florida. How's everybody's week been so far? I had a great weekend. I told Josh before the weekend even started that I would like to stay at home. You know, I said we've been running around. We've been doing lots of stuff. I want to stay at home and see how that goes. And we actually had a great time. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Josie. You guys give me just a second. I'm going to see if I can get this to work really quick. We're trying a little bit something new, and I think it's not working. Delete. So far. My name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan, and welcome, honey. Oh my God, just hearing my voice makes me want to jump. Hey, Janice. Hey, Susan. Hey, Sandra. Come on, this thing. Hey, Debbie from Missouri. Hey, Teresa. Okay, let me just start off by showing you guys some of the fabulous new Christmas ribbon that they have today. Oh my God, I've got maybe 6 styles, but there's so many to choose from on the website, ellishomeandgarden.com, which is where you can find everything that I'm going to show you today. So, start off, that's fall, let's get that out of the way. I've got this beautiful Christmas, look at this. Let me take the plastic off so y'all can see it better. But it's almost like a sheer sequin. See the detail in that? How pretty is that? Hey, Margie. So there's that one. Of course, we have some peppermints. Let's take a comment, or let's take a poll. I want you guys to tell me what your favorite theme is for Christmas, whether it's traditional, whether it's rustic, any of that stuff. Y'all leave a comment, let me know, because I think whimsical ribbon or peppermint like this is one of those you can mix and match with anything, whether it's a more elegant or, you know, sophisticated tree versus a kitty tree or peppermint. But I think this is something you can mix with anything. Look how cute it is with that ribbon right there. Love it. I know, Tracy, these are all new styles. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay. So, on top of that one, guys, we've, of course, got the red trucks. They were super big last year, and honey, I don't think they're going anywhere. They're driving into 2020. So we're going to use those. We've got this Christmas truck ribbon. How fancy and pretty is that? So we got that one. And again, these are just a few of the ones that I am using. Hey, Darcel, traditional and elegant. I'm more of a mix, okay? I like kind of whimsical things like lollipops and peppermints, but I like to mix those things with elegant, you know? So my tree is usually red and greens. I'm a traditional person, especially when I think of Christmas, I think of red and green. Of course, you could always mix gold in there to dress it up, or some silver, but you can also take your traditional red and green colors and mix in lollipops or peppermint. So I think I'm gonna try and merge the two this year for my home, which I'm gonna tell y'all the truth because it's gonna be a surprise. Of course, you have to watch my home tour to find that out, but I'm working on it behind the scenes slowly, and Halloween at the same time, so that stuff will be very soon. Let me fix this phone, girl. This is so crooked. Hey, Kelly, I'm doing wonderful. Hey, Wanda. Okay, so those are all kind of some reds. So what goes with red? Black and white, of course. It's becoming the new neutral. So I have 2 black and white ribbons I'm going to show you that are new for 2020 here at Ellis. And I love both of them. And let me tell you something about black and white. It's becoming neutral in my eyes, so you can use it for any season, especially fall and Christmas, Halloween, spring, summer. You can use it with any of those things. So this first one I'm going to show you, girl, we've done the stripes before, but we're going to do a little something different, okay? Look at this. How cute. This is, excuse me, black and white houndstooth. I'm freaking obsessed. Look at this. You can take this houndstooth, You could put it with this. How cute is that? Oh my gosh. So we got both of those. And then on top of the houndstooth, we wanted one in a narrower size, so we have this one here. Hi, Kimberly from Orange Beach. How's the weather there? Do I even want to know? I'm sure it is amazing. It's suffocatingly hot here in Texas. Look at this one. Oh my God. So freaking cute. Teresa, those pumpkin people from my fireplace came from Ellis, of course. Y'all know I shop here every day. They're like a few years old. They're probably 5 years old. And here's my thing. When I see things come in the door here, I was working here at the time. You know, if I see things I like, I get them immediately. So I bought those 5 years ago. And this is the first year I've kind of accented them with some arrangements on each side of them. But I've used them inside, I've used them outside. One year I didn't put them out. But that's one of those things kind of like nutcrackers at Christmas that you can kind of move around your house, bring them to your business, and use them in multiple ways. Fran, I know, is that houndstooth not amazing? And y'all wait until you see what we put it with in the bow. Look, honey, you could even make a belt. Ooh, cinch your waist. I mean, there's so many different things you could do. Hey, Diana. So ribbon is not just for bows, it's for this also. Rebecca, if you were watching, the video started working, and then it said low connection. And then when I put the Wi-Fi back on, it goes off. So we're going to have to work on that behind the scenes and see if we can get it fixed up for next week. Hey, Donna. Hey, Joan. Okay. Are y'all ready to tie some bows? Listen, I have been working all morning on these phones, and I haven't even had a Bloody Mary yet, but I'm ready to have a good time. Okay, let's start off tying a bow. We're going to do some hand-tied bows, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, I don't know. And you guys have some questions, leave it down below. So let's decide what we're going to do first. I think, of course, I love this one, so let's use this one. Hey, Jennifer. Let's use a solid red, so we're going to use this one. How pretty. And we're going to start off and use this smaller 1.5 inch. So let's move the others to the side and get started on this. And of course, I'm going to start with the smaller one because it's small, and then we'll kind of layer ourselves down. So here's a little tip, guys, when you get ready to tie bows. Of course, the longer the loop, the bigger the bow's going to turn out. So if you need something for like a tree topper, then instead of making your loop size small, you're going to want to take it up a notch, guys, to where you have really good size loops for the top of your tree. This phone keeps leaning and it's about to drive me to drink. There we go. Hey, Anna. Okay, I'm going to hold it up here, Kelly. So let's start off with this beautiful ribbon. Let's tie us a loop. And because we're going to be doing mixtures of ribbon, then we're only going to start with about 3 loops of the black and white, and then we'll come back and intertwine this in the bow as we kind of progress. Look how pretty that is. It's really got great structure with the wire. It works really well. I've got 2 pair of scissors here in case one don't work. Let's cut this and see. Ooh, honey, those don't. Couldn't even cut lunch meat with those. Jesus. There we go. So we're going to start out with 3 loops of the black and white. Okay? Then let's move on to this fabulous pattern right here. How pretty. So this is what you call a stacked bow, okay? If you guys use your Pro Bow a lot, which I love, and Ellis Home and Garden carries those, that is called a terry bow, which it kind of resembles what I'm doing here in my hand, where you stack or layer your ribbons. I know Teresa, she said she's going to send me one. I can't wait to get it and play with it and see how it is. Hey, Stacy, how are you, gorgeous? I'm so glad to see my divas on here. So guys, on this particular bow, let's do 4 loops. Okay. 4 loops of that. Look at that black and white so far up next to that. Okay. Now, before we add our last ribbon, let's take a little bit of that black and white and go in here again so we can mix it in the bow. I think it's going to be perfect. And you could probably get away with just doing a loop on each side, and that way you'll have a little bit. Brian, oh my God, she said she's going to send me one. I can't wait to get it. Hey, Kelly, it's good to see you. Good to see you too, Brian. Y'all having a great day so far? Look at this. Honey, this is already lush and full. We hadn't even added nothing else. Okay, let's finish this baby off with this beautiful sequin ribbon. Oh my God, this is so pretty. Y'all know after I get done with this bow video, I'm gonna have to go out there and shop. And then I'm gonna have to go home and hide all this before Josh gets home so he doesn't notice. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Dawn, how are you, gorgeous? Hey, Patricia. Okay, and this ribbon I'm using right here, guys, it's so easy to work with. It's so soft. It's like a new pair of panties, girl. Just so soft, and it works out perfect. Look at that. So, grab yourself a wire or a piece or a pipe cleaner And let's use that to tie this off. Did you guys watch Yellowstone this weekend? Girl, if you watch Yellowstone, give me a thumbs up. Give me your feedback, okay? And if you don't, girl, you're missing a movement, okay? You're going to have to get on there and watch it on the Paramount Network. Oh, no, Sue, not a hand cramp, girl. I had to get some Gold Bond or something. Hey, Sue. Deborah, this is Dylan, honey. Okay. Look at this. So we tied this off, and, honey, we are going to make this come to life, okay? Here we go. Grasp it in the center, and then we're going to talk about, what were we talking about? Yellowstone. And let's fluff this out, okay? Now, if you were using your Pro Bow, guys, to create the Terry bow, which, again, this kind of, resembles that, then you would do the same thing. Once you got done using your Pro Bow, you would take your bow off of it, put it on the fluff box, and work that bow, honey, until she has got some life to her. You don't want no flat bow. Brian, you've got to get caught up. Oh, my God. Okay, Barbara, how are you? Here we go. Let's talk about Yellowstone. Obsessed. Beth is my favorite character. As you guys know, she's the bee, you know what I'm saying? But I love that about her. She just is very direct and forward, which I respect and I love. But it's really cool to see this last week why she hates her brother so much. And girl, I would kill him probably if he did to me what he did to her. So if you guys are behind or you haven't checked out last week's episode, it's going to give you some big answers to why Beth is the way she is and some things that she struggles with. So, and I think it's going to play a part into her relationship with Rip. So I love it. I love everybody in that show. Kevin Costner, the older he gets, the sexier he gets. I love Beth. I like Rip. That new guy with that long hair. Girl, I go fishing with him. It's all so good. Thank you, Sherry, so much. I'm glad that you're here. Kelly, it's on Paramount Network, but you probably have to go to Amazon and maybe buy the first couple seasons because we're on season 3 right now. Okay, y'all. Look at this freaking bow. Are you ready? Y'all are going to faint. Okay, hold on to your seats. Look at all of that ribbon together. You got the black and white. You've got this fun one right here, which can go either way, traditional or whimsical. And then you've got this really pretty sequin at the back, which I'm obsessed with. Hi, Deborah. By the way, guys, I told you at the beginning of the video, but not Deborah, I was reading your name. Dina is on vacation this week. I'm so sad I miss her. So she'll be back next week, but hey, she deserved a break. And she works nights at Walmart, and I'm sure they're up to here with school supplies. So they are, she probably needed a little break. So there's the first bow. Obsessed. Deborah, I love you more. It's okay, girl. I'll do it all the time. Let's see. This phone doesn't stay. I'm going to have to strangle it. Thank you, Tracy. Brian, those loops are about 12, 13 inches. I kind of went up a notch. And again, guys, if you were going to do something like this, but you wanted it to do for a tree topper, just leave your tails long. But here, I'll show you a little trick, okay? After you tie your bow, if you want longer tails, just take your ribbon like this and make a big loop. And you can cut the end and then add you some extra tails on there if you want streamers or things like that. I hope so, Candy. It's the #1 show on that network, and it is so good. Okay. Janice, you got it, girl. She said, let's make a farmhouse bow. So let's go ahead and throw this one to the side. And listen, if you ever get like a spare moment, especially with Christmas coming up, I say tie some bows because you can use bows, guys, for every season, and bow makes everything better. And I always say this is not something, I tell everybody this, the most inexpensive way to add character, to add fun, to add color, to add fullness to anything, whether it's a wreath, whether it's your Christmas tree, it's got to be ribbon. So I always say, if you've got some extra bows laying around, keep them because you can always find a place to use them. Hi, Christy. How are you, beautiful? Ulcers? What are we talking about, ulcers? Hey, Sandy. Glad that you're here. Candy. Girl, I've been missing you. Okay. You guys watch The Housewives of anything? Give me a thumbs up. Candy, I know you do. And I know Stacy does. New York is my all-time favorite franchise, I think, just because they're so real. And those ladies on Real Housewives of New York, they can fight one minute, and then the next minute they're friends again. I live, Candy, I live for Drunk Dorinda. That's my favorite person on the cast. She's hilarious. Sonia, too. I think that it was so cool that they could say all those nasty things and be mad at each other, and then the next day, they were totally fine. And I loved it. So New York's my favorite. Beverly Hills, I'm anxious to see what happens with Denise. I heard they filmed the reunion, and she sent everybody a cease and desist. How do you do that on a cast show where you have a group ensemble cast? That's going to be interesting. So I love all of them, girl. Hey, Lenora, good morning. Hey, Chelsea. Okay. I want a shirt, Candy, that says, make it nice, or whatever she says. And then she says, how are you? And then she says, not well, and she says the other word. Ooh, Anita, I know, but that's why I like them, because they are messy. Hi, Gwendolyn. I love your name. Okay. Janice, I believe, had asked for a farmhouse bow. And honey, if you ask, you shall receive up in here. So let me see if I have some stuff to do a farmhouse bow. If not, we're going to figure it out. I think I do, though, y'all. Okay. Here is a good example of how you can take some leftover things that you have and apply them for that upcoming season. So, we have this beautiful truck ribbon here with the red trucks. I'm obsessed. And that's Farmhouse, Janice. And so then you can take, this is a leftover spring ribbon. Thank you, Jackie. This is a leftover spring ribbon. Girl, I got the quarantine pounds. You know what I'm saying? I went on vacation, I gained 4 pounds. So yesterday I had 3 pieces of lettuce, and I can feel thinner already. So we're gonna take this, put this on first with the truck ribbon, and maybe a little bit of that black and white. So let's start out with this. Now, for Farmhouse, guys, something else that's really popular is burlap ribbon. You can use that. But in this case, we're just gonna use up some of this red that's left over from summer. But awesome. Me too, Christy. Okay, that brings us to our next poll, okay? Do you guys still love the red trucks? If you do, leave a comment, let me know. Because when we went to market, let me tell you, them trucks ain't going nowhere, girl. They are all over the place. And I'm telling you, they drove all up in here to Ellis for 2020 because they've got lots of them. Sherry, okay, listen, I'm always honest with y'all. I have never made Candy come join. Oh my God. Guys, if you're interested in joining Dylan's Divas, my website's Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N, palmerdesigns.com. And you can join us there. We do 4 videos a week. We do a Q&A every week. We have a tutorial every month. So much fun. And we talk about everything. Okay, so I'm going to tell you all the truth, Sherry. I've never made a rag bow. I've seen Reese people do, especially for Christmas and fall, with like leopards and creams that are stunning. And I think that's something that I would like to learn how to do. So when I am able to complete a rag bow, then I will show you guys. But I love them. Everybody says them, love them trucks. Y'all ain't the only ones. Okay, we have our red. Now we're going to take the red truck ribbon. Let's come underneath that and add this in. Look how pretty those go together. And this was a leftover patriotic solid red ribbon. Okay. So we got 4 loops of that. Look how pretty. And then what I think I'm going to do with this, because it's strictly Farmhouse, let's add just a little bit of glitter behind it. And so we're going to take this one again right here and continue. I think the rag bows are, I mean, there's some instances where I like them and there's some that I don't. Sometimes they look great on a wreath and sometimes it can be too much. But I think, you know, it's all in moderation, kind of like a buffet. And I think that the ones that I've seen look really good. Oh my gosh, awesome, Cheryl. I think that those red trucks, guys, they've been around forever, but I feel like they've just came back around. It's crazy. Hey, Julie, kind of like bell bottoms. Girl, I walked the other day to the Old Navy. I saw somebody wearing a bell bottom. I thought, what in the 70s is going on? But, you know, they're coming back in style, and that's something that I like. Okay, so now we're going to tie this bow off and complete this farmhouse. And then we're going to use this houndstooth. Now, listen. Everything I'm showing you guys, ellishomeandgarden.com. This right here, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to fly out of here like a stripper flies off that pole. And I would get on there and get this very quick. All ribbon is 40% off, the Christmas ribbon, and they've got great fall and Halloween selections too. Sherry, of course, I'm doing a Halloween tour. That's why I'm kind of decorating this year. But I'm not going to really share or elaborate too much on my Halloween decor because I want it to be fun and a surprise for you guys when I release the home tour, which should be about the end of August. I'm about 50% done with the inside. I've got to finish that up over the next couple weeks. And as soon as August 1st hits, I'm going to work on the outside of my door. But girl, my neighbors already think I'm crazy, and I don't want them to have to commit me to an institution if they see fall garland up right now in July. So I'm going to wait till at least August, because I always justify August being fall because kids go back to school. Well, not this year. Let me tell y'all, can we talk? I read on the news yesterday. Listen, now this virus has affected everybody differently, but I read on the news yesterday they were going to give the children or the parents options to send their kid to school or do remote school. No. Listen, I took my mask off because I'm here with you guys and we're close. But if I was going to school, put a mask on. Them kids can sit up in that classroom, wear a mask. They need to go to school because they need to get out of my neighborhood. Okay? I've got literally 55 freaking kids in my neighborhood. They've got to go back to school because literally I went to check the mail that the dam was ramming over. I mean, they're just everywhere. They're like roaches. You step on one and they keep coming. And so I wanted them to go back to school take a nap at kindergarten, and get out of my neighborhood. What's your thoughts on that, guys? Woo! April, I always say, do you guys decorate in August? Oh, Candy, I know that was Thursday nights we were going to do drinks with the boys. We are still going to do it. Honestly, we totally forgot and things just got crazy and busy, but we are going to do it very soon. We're going to launch it, I promise. Hi, Pam. Okay. I'm so sorry, y'all. Don't hate me, okay? I just get on a rampage every once in a while, and them kids, damn, them kids, they're everywhere. Oh, let me tell y'all a story. I can't even walk out to my front yard, okay, without a freaking kid coming up. And of course, they want to talk and chat, tell me about their bicycle, and I can't talk about bicycles because it brings back horrible memories for me. That brings me to my next story. It is hot as hell in here. Okay, my next story. When I was a kid, you know, all the kids in the neighborhood rode the bikes and the four-wheelers and, you know, jumped off the ramps, all kinds of butch things. And I was, you know, I was in the house playing with my Barbie dream house in my Easy Bake Oven Girl. I had to hook that thing up to a surge protector because I never turned her off. But, so I was up in there baking a pancake, you know, playing with Giselle, and the kids in the neighborhood were riding the bikes. And I was thought, you know what? Today's the day. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to ramp off that curb. I'm going to take my bike, you know, and the kids back in the day, they had those, what do they call, pegs, where they ride on the handlebars, do all kinds of stuff. When I look at things, all I think about is accidents, okay? And busting your teeth out. My teeth are one thing I have going for me, and Jesus, I had to keep them in my mouth, okay? So I decided one day, put Giselle down, I turned the surge protector off. I went outside in the yard, all the kids in the neighborhood. Of course, in the neighborhood we grew up in, which it's not like that today, we knew every single person that lived in the neighborhood. You could leave your kids out. Hell, they did in my neighborhood, but you knew everybody. I took my little bike, honey, with my little tinsel on the handlebars, went on down to the street, and the kid was like, they had a drain, you know, what do you call it, a storm drain in the street, and they had a board, like a piece of plywood, up on the edge of this where you ramp over the thing. I think I've told y'all this story before, but see, this is why the kids in my neighborhood just brings back terrible memories. So I decided, oh, here we go. You know, I'm going to jump off this thing. I'm going to ramp my bike up in here like Tony Hawk, and it's going to be wonderful. So I get my bike, crank it up, and I come flying off the thing. Now listen, nobody had told me when you ramp off of something, you're supposed to pull your handlebars up. So I just went off. I just went off of it like I was just going to pop down. Honey, I did a flip-flop like somebody on the Olympics, okay? A flip-flop. Face went into the asphalt. What I tell y'all, I was worried about my teeth. And the reason I was worried about my teeth, when I was 2 years old, I ran around the kitchen. My mom used to collect antiques, and those things are deadly, okay? She had this antique churn, and I had a blanket on my head. I slipped on that blanket, came down. I knocked my 2 front teeth out at 2 years old on that freaking churn. I can't even watch Where the Red Front Grows because they were churning butter one time. It sent me into the institution, okay? So I didn't get my freaking teeth till I was like 6 years old, thank God. And then I've had like 18 years of braces. So when I flew off that thing and hit that asphalt, all I could think about was my teeth. And I saw blood everywhere. Honey, that's why I've got to stick with the Easy Bake Oven. Stick with what you know, people, because that right there nearly just sent me over the edge. So then I had to come inside. My whole face was busted up, blown up, honey. I looked like I had literally ate the asphalt. And what do you know? My dad wanted me to try out for baseball tryouts. So while my face was in shambles, you know, it looked like I needed to be on botch, I decided I was going to go try out for the freaking, baseball. Let me tell you how that went, okay? Drove up in there. I did not want to do it. I told my dad and my mom, I don't want to try for baseball. They're like, come on, you're going to be the next Babe Ruth. I'm like, whatever, okay? So have several seats. That's not going to happen. So we get up in there, and the first thing they do, like a little test for your tryouts, they said, we're going to throw up a fly ball, and I want you to catch it with your glove. And I thought, what is a fly ball? You know, I don't know what that is. And so they threw the ball straight up in the air. So what I do, I just took I went up and looked at it, and the ball came right on down, smacked me right back in the head. So now that my teeth were all jammed up, now I have a whelp on my head and my eye. And I tried to tell them right there, this is 2 examples, 2 signs. This ain't for me. You know, God is sending me 2 signs. Almost busted my whole face up. We're never going to be the same. And you still want me to try for baseball. So, anyway, I don't know how we got off on that tangent. Oh, about the kids in my neighborhood. That's what they will do to you. So those kids bring back memories. And there's this one kid in my neighborhood, y'all. He is probably like 4 years old, so cute, bleach blonde hair, a little bicycle. He is out there all hours of the day and night. I'm like, where in the hell are your parents? You know, just out there running around. And the other day I went out there, it was like 11:30 at night, swear to God. Drove in my neighborhood, and before you get to my house, there's like this big open area with like trees. It's real pretty. And I saw something shining with my headlight, and I thought, what is that? It was a dinosaur, and I thought, what is this, Jurassic Park? Look out there, that kid is out there, 11:39, just playing in the dirt with a dinosaur. Parents don't care. I'm thinking, good Lord. But I have an idea I'm going to tell you about in a minute, and we'll see. So, all I got to say, y'all, is if your kids don't want to ride bicycles, don't make them. Don't make them try out for anything, because I did, and I nearly almost had a concussion. Okay, it was that bad. Okay, for anyone who just popped on, my name is Dylan with Designs by Dylan. We're having a good time this morning here at Ellis Home and Garden. Hope you guys are having a great day. Everything you see here can be found at ellishomeandgarden.com. I believe Janice, I didn't forget, she wanted a farmhouse bow, and so that's what we just tied. So I'm trying to get it set up here so I can show you guys everything. But all of those ribbons together are so pretty. You've got the 1.5 inch solid red. Hey Judy. You've got the truck ribbon, which y'all said you really like. And of course we finished it off with that one right there. Just like that. No, I can't call the police because his mom's probably watching. No, he's really cute. But I think it's great we live in such a great, safe neighborhood where kids can go out and play like they do, because that's what I did when I was a kid, and it's not like that these days. So, I'm glad. But who's out late? Hey, Christine. Okay. So we've done two bows, guys. Farmhouse bow and this black and white one right here. Hey, Wendy. How are you, beautiful? Did you receive my information that I sent you on the email? Morgan sent it to you, I believe. Okay, next, I'm going to faint if we don't use this houndstooth. Okay, we got to take it home. Before we do, though, I have an idea. Y'all tell me what you think. Shonda, she's in charge of our neighborhood. If you're watching, girl, I'm going to come see you. So, this all brings me back to when I was a kid, and we lived in this neighborhood right after my dad passed away when I was 11. We moved in this neighborhood, lived there for like 12 years. We knew every single person in the neighborhood. When my dad passed away, we had the food trains. Everybody was so great, wonderful. We still talk to all those people to this day. But we got together and did things in the neighborhood, participated as a group. And so what I want to do in our neighborhood, I'll be in charge of it. I need to open up a committee or a Facebook group or something where I want to have, like for Halloween, I want to have a porch contest for Halloween. And for, whoever wins the contest, I won't be entered, but whoever wins the contest, we can give like a gift card or something like that. But I want all the neighborhood to participate and go around and care. I'd like to do a Christmas one, and then National Night Out is coming up. We've never participated in that as a neighborhood, but we did when I was a kid. So I want to somehow get us all together and do that. Do you guys in your neighborhoods participate in events like that, or National Night Out where you can have food trucks come and you can just congregate and talk? And, I know the virus is going on, but, I'm looking over that. But do you guys participate in things like that in your neighborhood? Let me know your feedback, because I'm about to go and talk to the person in charge of everything and see if I can work it out. Because I want to know my neighbors like I did when I was a kid, and I want us to all have fun doing whatever we do. And it doesn't just have to be for fall and Christmas. Hi, Nancy. How are you, beautiful? But, we could do something for summer, like we could have plants, and we could do whoever has the prettiest plants outside, or we could have a Halloween neighborhood trick-or-treating thing where everyone has a costume contest. So, I think it'd be really fun. Oh, Anita, that sounds good. I need to have a garage sale. Can you imagine, girl, I'd have so much Christmas out there? Woo. Okay, let's tie a bow now with the houndstooth ribbon. If you guys just popped on, I love this. Debbie, I always got my eye on everything. Listen, I told my neighbor that just moved in next door, I said, listen, Linda, if you ever need anything, let me know, because I have my eye open at all times. I got the windows cracked. When I'm not watching, Stella's sitting at the window watching, growling at the UPS man. So I know everything that's going on in the neighborhood. Hey, Natasha from Jersey Shore. How are you? Have you ever met any of the New Jersey housewives, Natasha? Let me know. Heidi, I am so jealous. Send me the pictures if you still have them. That way I can use them for reference, because I want to show them. Yes, they might. Street sale. We do have them booed. That's cute. Yes, National Night Out is in September, so I want to do it then. Oh, Brenda. I need to move in your neighborhood. That sounds like my kind of party. I love it. Sandra, are you decorated for fall yet? I know you always do it up, girl. I know it's going to be amazing. Hi, Billy. Love you for watching. So annoying. Okay, y'all, let's do something with this houndstooth. Okay, let me think what I want to do. I think we're going to use this one right here. Okay. Marshall, we are watching Yellowstone. You've got to watch. This one right here, they both go together. And we're going to mix in that beautiful houndstooth, okay? So the next bow I'm going to tie is going to be very large. I'm going to show you guys how to make a huge bow to really fill in a space or hole that's in your Christmas tree. And this is Christmas ribbon, and that's why we're doing this, to celebrate Christmas in July. So I'm going to show you guys that. Also, if you guys would do me a favor and share this video, we'd so appreciate it. That just helps invite new people into our family here at Designs by Dylan and here at Ella's Home and Garden. Tanya, how are you, girl from California? Hope you're having a wonderful day and enjoying that weather. We had a friend at market that was from California, and she said it's just been stunning there. So jealous. I know, Chelsea. Okay, y'all. So we're going to do a large bow for the tree topper, or if, say, you have a 12-foot tree, have a big space or hole, this is going to work for you, okay? So let's start. We're going to use all of these, actually. Let's go ahead and mix them all up, honey. Let's start with this one, okay? I'm going to leave myself a tail and make myself a really big loop. If I had to guess, y'all, easily 24 inches, okay? And just watch how pretty this is going to be as we progress, okay? And this can be, like I said, for the top of your tree, or if you have a really large tree and you'd like to fill it in, I think this will be perfect for that also. Thank you so much, Pam. Hi, Leslie and Brenda. Good morning. Hey, Christy. Thank you. Love you more. Okay, now we're going to come back with a little peppermint swirl ribbon. So, do you guys, when you tie bows, do you let your ribbon roll off in the floor, or do you do it like I am, kind of? At home, I let it roll off in the floor. Oh my God, I can't wait to see this thing. It's going to be so pretty. Okay, so we're just mixing our ribbons, and because I'm using so many, I'm just going to put a couple loops of each kind on there. Now let's come through with this beautiful houndstooth ribbon. I'm obsessed with it. Okay, let's come through with this. Look at those loops on there. They're so big that they're almost like curving down. Hey, Mary. Okay, y'all are my people. Everybody said rolling on the floor. Girl, I do the same thing. Okay, I've got the houndstooth, which is stunning. Let's cut that off. And then we'll finish this baby out with the first ribbon that I showed you guys. And I love this because you have not only the loops, but you have all of these tails, which are going to be beautiful on your bow also. Okay. Look how full that is. We haven't even fluffed it. That houndstooth is going to make me have a stroke. I love it. Hi, Leslie. Well, I'm glad that you commented. I hope you're having a great day. Where are you from? Okay, Dee's asking what's the best tie, guys, to tie a bow with, and it's just really your preference. I used to be a big fan of pipe cleaner, but now I'm more into wire, especially a thicker gauge, like 24 or 28 gauge maybe, I think, the bigger one. But as long as it's thick and full, you don't want to get your wire too thin because it will break when you start pulling on it, and the thicker the wire, the easier it is to locate and maneuver through a grapevine wreath or a PVC wreath. Oh my God, Marshall, welcome from Athens, Greece. Wow. That's actually on one of my bucket list vacation spots is Greece. It's stunning, all the pictures. I've had friends that have went there. So next year, Josh turns 30, and our trip's going to be to Alaska, I believe. We went this year to the Caribbean, of course, again. But we've done that. He's experienced that. So we want to go and experience maybe an Alaskan cruise. Also, thank you, Ruth. Another tip, guys. If you're using ribbon to tie your bows, do not freaking use the ribbon or the wire that is rolled up in a coil. That is a pain in the butt. It gets in knots, it gets tangled, and it's not very good quality. So I like to buy the pre-cut wires that are like 24 inches, and you can get a thicker gauge so that it's easier to locate and, you know, work in your stuff. Hi, Iona. How are you, girl? It's good to see you. Okay, here we go. Hey, Eleanor. Let's fluff this baby out. Take turns with your tails and your loops, guys, okay? And I'm just going to pull this around. I'm already in love, and I'm going to show you guys how cool this looks once I get it all fluffed up. Okay, and this is meant to be large and oversized. Again, if you have like a large wreath at home, or you have your Christmas tree, girl, you can use all of this stuff in there to create the perfect, beautiful bow. Look at that. And that black and white ribbon, like I said, this right here is almost becoming a neutral. Obsessed. Okay, so Fran, if you're, I don't know why I've got so much indigestion. Can I get a thumb on all three? If you struggle with hand tie bows because of the wire, because it's becoming too thick, then girl, you're missing out if you don't get yourself a Pro Bow of the hand. Okay? Because I'm in love with it, and you can do anything from a super small bow to a really large bow. This is available on the Ellis website. I've done tutorials on this before. It's one of my favorite products ever. It is my favorite bow maker. And of course, it doesn't help that I'm very good friends with Regina, so she has showed me firsthand how to use this. So if you guys struggle, your hand cramps up, hey Marlene, make sure you use this and it will help you out a lot. Okay guys, so that's 3 different bows. Let's tie another one. I feel like I'm having fun with y'all. Of course, Kay, so everything that you see here, guys, ellishomeandgarden.com, and the ribbon's 40% off. You know, every week here at Ellis, they offer item of the week, and this could definitely be what you get this week. I agree, Suzette. I love it. Martha, get it. It's on ellishomeandgarden.com, $39.99. But, girl, it's going to save your hands and save you some time, and makes it so much easier for you guys. Okay, we're going to tie another bow, and we're just going to use 1 ribbon, okay? Because sometimes you might not want to mix bows. Sometimes you might want to have more of a simplistic thing. So we're going to use some ribbon, and we're going to tie a bow using a single ribbon, okay? How many of you guys tie bows by hand? Leave a comment, yes or no, or give me a thumbs up. So let me kind of clean this up, girl. If y'all know me, I got to have a clean working area. Okay. Here's what we're going to move on to. 4-inch. This is Halloween. How cute would this be with fall, though? I mean, there's so many great things. Marshall, you don't got to tell me twice, honey. I am ready. I agree, Carrie, because you can put it on row F on the Pro Bow. It goes up by size and by letter, and that would make a beautiful tree topper bow. Okay, let's tie one now with 1 ribbon, okay? First thing you do, guys, when you tie a bow, determine how long you want your tails. Once you figure that out, then you're going to pinch all your ribbon together, just like so. Make yourself a loop, okay? Every time you're going to pinch and twist the ribbon so that your ribbon faces the correct direction, okay? So then you can come back on the opposite side, pinch and twist each time, and you're just going to follow that pattern until you get the bow to the fullness that you want. Most of the time, if you have a 5-yard bolt of ribbon, that's going to give you the perfect size bow. If you're just using 1, if you have a 10-yard bolt, you can probably get 2 really sized full bows out of 10 yards. So I just used what was left on here. This is not 5 yards, but it made about a 5-loop bow, but that still works. So I just did this to show you guys what you could do. So then take your wire. Probably just got COVID. Let's see. Hey, William. Dina is on vacation this week. She's having her little time off, and she will be back next week. Okay. I just forgot about something. Have you guys watched, let's see. Hey, Jan, how are you, beautiful? I'm glad to see you here. Have you guys got on Netflix and watched that Jeffrey Epstein documentary? Let me fall out really quick and hit the floor. I've been hearing about it, but I hadn't watched it. But the other day, me and Josh watched all 4 episodes in a row. That is the craziest, you know what, I've ever heard or ever seen. And here's my theory, okay, for those of you who have watched it. He ain't dead, okay? He knew enough people who had stature, who were established, who are very famous, that he could bring everyone down. And so I think that everything was faked as far as him committing suicide in prison. I think that he you know, 2 days before he allegedly committed suicide, he transferred all of his money, $500 and something million to the Virgin Islands. I think he escaped prison. He knew somebody, and he escaped, and he's living over there on that money that's in that trust. I don't think he did. He ain't dead. If he got out of prison the first time, he can do it again. And you know, he was with the Prince, he was with the President, he was with the Clintons, so many people. It's just insane. And that girl that was with him, Maxine, or whatever her name is, she is just as guilty. She was there running the whole operation, and she deserves to rot. And she just now got arrested, and her trial's not until June 2021. But I I'll be watching. I just want to know what your feedback is, guys. It's insane. And the fact that it went on for all of these years, crazy. I'm shook. Okay, I don't even know what to say. Okay, we have our 5-loop bow here because I was just showing y'all this. But then, of course, once you do everything, you can just go through here and fluff out your bow. And with 4-inch ribbon, it's really easy to make it full. So even though it's just 5 loops, and see how full it is already. And so that's a great way to tie just a small bow. Marshall, it's on Netflix. It's called The Jeffrey Epstein Story. It's like a documentary series. It's 4 episodes, and it's so good. Dee, that makes me sick. Okay, I'll tell you how I feel about Elvis, and another person that I think is it just really bums me out that this happened is Whitney Houston, because those two people, like Elvis and Whitney, unbelievable, successful, so popular. Their voices were literally a gift from God, and just wasted it. And Whitney, more so, just really aggravates me because she is known as like the best voice in the world. And for her to just waste her God-given talent and her daughter, I mean, it's just so stupid. It just really aggravates me. But Elvis is the same way. I feel like, they had so much more life to live, so much more to give. And they were so successful. If they needed to take time off and move somewhere for a couple of years to live a private life, I feel like they could. So I think it's just crazy. Well, I think that the autopsy pics, that's from Google. I think that they staged everything. That's just my opinion. Yep, Michael Jackson, Prince, all of these people. But they were famous from like the time they were born. And so I think the pressure, I don't know. I don't know how it is, but I can only imagine the pressure of living that lifestyle and that life and having to please everybody. It can be very stressful, and so I can't imagine. Whitney was the bomb. Sometimes I'll be in my car, start singing in there, love her to death. Okay, guys, so there's 4 different bows I showed you. All the Christmas ribbon, 40% off. There's fall Halloween ribbon on the website, too, along with decor, picks, stems. Everything's on sale, I think, already. But you can all get it at ellishomeandgarden.com. Guys, don't forget, come hang out with me and join my group, Dylan's Divas. So on my website, Dylan, D-Y-L-A-N, palmerdesigns.com, you can join my group for $19.99 per month. You get 4 videos per week, 1 Q&A, 1 tutorial per month, vendor information, discounts on anything on my website, and so much more. And we have so much fun. So come join us, guys. We're kicking off Christmas in July in my group. We're working on fall. We just did a garland tutorial. So for those of you who are wanting like mantle garlands, we have all of that. We have 12-foot tree demo. And there's over 250 past videos that you guys can go back and check out once you join. I know, Billy, I saw that too about the grandson. That's crazy. God. All right, guys. So any questions? I enjoyed hanging out with you guys today. I feel like we learned something. We laughed a little. We had fun. With so much crazy crap going on in the world, if I can take your mind off of something for 5 minutes and make you smile, make you laugh, then I've done my job. I miss Dina this week. I hope that she'll be back with us next week. And next week, hopefully, I'll get this iPad working that I have right here. Okay. Can you imagine having a phone this big? Hello. Hey, Regina. I was just telling everybody about your Pro Bow, and here you are. But anyway, I feel like I want to talk on this now. So we're going to get this iPad working next week, and we're going to do fads and frames. So for those of you who don't know, Ellis has a sister store. Sister. And it's called Fads and Frames. Same owner. And we were going to kind of broadcast this from their Facebook too, but I couldn't get the iPad to work. So we'll work on that next time. I love you, Stacy. I know some doctors that were in the ER when JFK was there. Oh, wow. Love you more. All right, guys, have a wonderful rest of your day and a great week, girl. Take advantage. It's only Tuesday. So if you're having a bad week, take a turn and, do something that makes you happy, makes you smile, because it's a good life. And, happy to be alive and happy to be here with you guys. So I'm going to try and go live again this week on Designs by Dylan. So if you guys want to follow me on there. And everything you see here, ellishomeandgarden.com. If you have any questions, reach out to them. They will answer your questions on their Facebook Messenger or send them an email. I think it's customer support, ellishomeandgarden.com. And, honey, I'll be back next week with bells on Tuesday at 10 a.m. CST with another video for you guys. And we're trying to work our way into fall. Still waiting on a few items, so that's kind of why we hadn't dove in here at Ellis. But as soon as we get those things, honey, we will be on here doing all kinds of stuff for you. And as soon as I get their Christmas rooms together, because they're working on getting their Christmas vignettes and things set up, honey, I'll take you on a tour, and we'll check it out and see what money I don't need to spend on stuff. But I'll tell y'all what you need to get right now is this Houndstooth ribbon before it sells out. And I'm about to go over here with my buggy and load her up. All right, y'all have a wonderful day. Love you so much for watching, and I will see you next time here at Ellis Home and Garden. Bye, guys.